take a ride on Tony the Pony. Come take a ride on Tony the Pony. Please take a ride on Tony the Pony with Mr. Pineapple. Oh yeah, it's Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour.
Hello and welcome to Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour, the show where we talk the big pineapples, the small pineapples, the hairy pineapples, and everything in between. I am your host, Tony the Pony, and with me, as always, is the one and only, the incredible Mr. Pineapple.
Fanfare, 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 to die down.
Wait for the fans to die.
Hello, Tony the Pony. I am Mr. Pineapple.
How are you?
It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's been a while.
It has. We've been busy boys.
Busy bodies.
You know, busy boys. We've been busy today, but we're recording straight off the back of...
the Spirit of Independence Film Festival.
Yes.
We did this festival last year.
We obviously reviewed it last year. It was digital based last year because COVID and whatnot.
But this time we were in person.
In person.
We were there. Press pass.
Press pass.
Big boy news. This episode's going to be a short one.
Yes, we're just doing a big pineapple.
Just doing a big pineapple. Next week we'll do a catch-up episode of everything that we've missed in the news.
We'll talk wedding stuff as well.
Yeah.
We can talk that.
We were supposed to do a wedding podcast,
but you and Peeps just drank instead.
Yeah.
And then it got weird.
It did get weird, but we'll get onto that next week. But yeah, Spirit of Independence Film Festival.
At the Abbeydale Picture House in Sheffield.
That's right.
In its third year.
Yeah?
Yes.
I thought it were only on, like, last year. I didn't realise it was third.
So you would know that, right, if you'd looked on the website.
No, but yeah. How do you think it was different to last year? Was it better?
Is that where... That's the first question. Was it better?
How it was presented. Digital versus...
Well, last year, of course, there was 3 days last year, was it?
I think so. Like the weekend, weren't it?
Yeah. And there was obviously... There was more, weren't there? There was more last year, but for COVID reasons and stuff's not being made and what have you. It's understandable that this year would be, a shorter selection.
Yeah, that's...
But they did have a second room, which I don't believe they had in the first year.
That's pretty cool. Which was the Pitch House social room.
Yes, just around the way.
Underground.
It was underground. There were steps.
Yeah, pretty cool though.
Yeah,
it's a nice little space they've got.
I'd seen pictures and stuff in the Pitch House, but I've never been in before.
I've been in.
I'm big fan of the vibe.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's old.
It is old. I liked it.
Vintage. I
liked the way that one of the ceilings, doorways coming out of the toilet was really low. And I smashed my head straight on it.
Yeah, same. Did have that film on it though?
Yeah.
Because they were like, people are going to knock themselves out.
I went to the toilet, I went in, but all the 3 urinals were in use. So I was just come outside, turned around, bang, just to see Gary was walking in. It's like, all right, mate.
Very nice.
I was like, so, other than a concussion.
Very nice place.
Nice venue. Nice venue, yeah. I really, really liked the venue. Easy to get to, easy access.
Yeah.
Parking there,
There was. Should we just get into it?
Yeah.
Well, we stayed in the Pitch House for most of it,
yeah.
The day.
Got in the social room. There was a lot like talks, and
a lot of the other shorts were in there as well. Weren't
yeah.
Because every feature had about 2
to 3 shorts attached to
the section, and then the rest of the stuff was in social building, whatever it's called. But yeah, let's start out with the first block then, I guess.
Yeah.
You came in a bit late.
Yes, we came in about halfway through the first short. Because it was more than just us there.
Yes.
A lot of Colin the Cocker, and he was there.
He was.
You know, his brother, Baby Manning, popped along as well. There was my old friend Ed and his missus.
Yep.
Gab B.
Gab A.
Also another old friend from uni called Dom, and his friend whose name is eluding me.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I will call her Lady Dom.
Lady Dom. Nice.
Yes. I apologise for not remembering your name.
She didn't say it.
I'm sure she told me your name. I'm sure she did.
But
So, yeah, I can only apologise.
you got there about 10 minutes late. I was in there from the start, mate.
Yeah, we would have been, right? But you weren't coming.
It was a whole thing.
And then you tried ringing me on Messenger when I'm fairly certain you've got my phone number.
Maybe.
And either way, I got there.
You did.
I got there in the end. Went on a tram today. I'd been on a tram in so long. And then I had to pay money on a fucking bus. £5.10.
How long was the bus ride?
Like 4 minutes.
That's insane, mate.
£5 fucking 10.
Could have walked.
Oh, well, I wouldn't have been there on time.
I mean, you weren't anyway, were you?
Shut up.
But now the first short, Selling Out, it was called. You missed the first 10 minutes, so I'll explain it. It opened with an audition.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of saw all the audition bits as well. It was just
Yeah,
kind of an extension of that. But failing actor doing auditions for like commercials and stuff, and then she like does a commercial audition for like a Tampax thing where she's jogging, and it's just kind of taking the piss of them directors who were like, yeah, but I want it more this way. Yeah, just like she's turning on her imaginary kettle at one point, and he's like, what is your purpose in this scene? To get a cup of tea? Yes, we need to see that in your face. It's like, you know, I've been around them people and they're fucking annoying.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. Nice little light-hearted start to the film festival.
The few minutes I caught of it, I really thought were funny. It's a shame I didn't get to see the rest. I'll try and source it out on the internet, see if it's available anywhere.
Maybe.
But no, I really liked it. If I could come halfway through and the ending's still amusing,
that's a good
sounds
thing.
kind of a good film. You know?
I mean, the short after that was very short.
It was a small
Answers. It was a what supernatural
It kind of, yeah.
predicting the future
Ouija
thing,
board-esque.
but with like Scrabble.
Yeah. A woman gets a random knock at the door. There's like a box there outside the door. It's filled with Scrabble tiles. She empties the Scrabble tiles out, and it says, "What? Ask a question." I think it says.
Yeah.
So she puts promotion, and then re-enters the things, throws them back out. It says within 3 months or something.
Yeah.
And she's like boyfriend, and then it's
Tim, of course.
And then she does it again, and what does it say, Tony?
End of free trial. And I was like, it's funny, innit? You liked it though.
I thought it was a decent concept.
Yeah.
Yeah. Simple, to the point, did what it needed to do, served its purpose.
Fair enough.
Competent.
Yeah.
Unlike some other films.
But yeah, that was Answers. That's a short one, because it was very short.
Yes.
You know, I was just like, alright.
Didn't outstay its
Fair
welcome.
enough. Yeah.
I liked it.
Going to the first feature.
Yes.
South African spook hunting.
I'm going to preface all this. I'd seen trailers for all the features prior because I actually, researched
I just went in blind,
the
mate.
stuff. Whereas you and all the other people we went with,
You just, you do it one way, you do it another way. You look at the titles and you're like, yeah, fuck it, let's go see that.
so I'd seen the trailers. Just wanted to get that out.
It's my second favourite of the day.
In terms of features,
Yeah.
yeah, I would agree.
Probably in terms of everything.
In life,
Mm.
just your second favourite being in line.
No, but it was a mockumentary
Yeah, about
Type.
a ghost hunter type.
YouTuber, vlogger, set in England.
It's set in London, I think.
Yeah, about a family. It's hard to, like, you
So there's
don't want to spoil it, do
There's
you?
a South African who lives in England. He's a plumber by day, ghost hunter by night.
Yeah.
And when the film opens, we're getting to know him, his general daily routine, what his character's like, and then he gets a call and the family's being hounded by a poltergeist, essentially, and it's about him dealing with the family and the situation and stuff.
Yeah.
Not get too much into it, because there's some cool beats in there.
There is. It's really funny.
But it's a genuinely funny film. Like, I laughed a lot at this film. There's just some really funny... Some of it didn't land, but that's because it was thrown... if you're throwing that much at someone anyway, as long as somewhere it sticks, that's all that matters, really.
Doesn't shy away from being controversial as well, which is always a positive in my book.
There's some very funny jokes in there. Some very funny visual gags as well. I'm a big fan of a sight gag. It's a lost art these days, a sight gag.
Probably agree on that. But no, if you like your mockumentary or like scary movie type films and stuff like that, it's just good, isn't it?
Yeah. Outstayed welcome a little bit.
Yeah.
A tiny little bit.
It's a bit lengthy.
It could have been trimmed by a few minutes here or there. But I would happily watch this again.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The characters bounced well off each other. I like the banter between the three in the ghost hunting crew / documentary recording boys. The poor sound guy, I can't remember what his name was, Greg.
Greg,
yeah. He got the brunt of it, that poor lad from Matty Vans.
All he does is hold a stick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that stick could be a dangerous weapon.
It could be.
So, God, it was good.
It's good film.
I really liked it.
Indeed.
But then we
went off and
we were hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a short break.
We went and got some nice Greek food.
Yes. Let's plug that restaurant. Why not? I forgot what it's called.
It's called
Aki Tapaya. Or whatever.
Antipopos or something?
We're butchering this.
Let me just Google it.
I'm going to take this time, though, to give a shout out to Ben, the guy that arranged the festival and stuff and provided us with press passes,
Yeah.
communication-wise, very good. It was very, very well structured as well. Like, the introductions to all the main chunks of the festival was pretty cool. Because when I sat down and we started the films and that, I was like, because obviously you sat at the opposite end because you couldn't see me when you walked in. And I was scared that it was just going to keep playing over, like, there weren't going to be a break. And I was like, well, this is it. This is me for the day now.
I waved at you though, didn't I?
You did.
I was like, hello, I've got friends. You're over there alone. Atipico street food. It was really nice.
Good place.
I was straight on the Red Bulls. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired today.
Yeah, we had a little bar and a little, like, snack bar as well.
Oh, yeah.
Aberdale Picture House.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. I did want some popcorn, but I didn't get any.
You should have got some.
It smelled really nice.
Why didn't you say?
Because I'd have to, like, stand up and walk.
That is. Yeah, but Atipico street food. I had a nice burger.
Yeah, and I had, like, a halloumi and chip pita thing. Anyway, it's about the Spirit of Independence Film Festival. Not them.
Well, we were very spirited when we walked in the rain to find food.
It's all part and package, isn't it?
Yeah, I really liked it. I would eat there again.
Yeah. Then
I'm going to eat there again next year.
Nice.
When we attend next year's festival.
Good for you.
I'm going to have another Red Bull there, and I'm going to try something different on the menu.
You cheeky bitch. But after that, we went to a Pitch House social.
We did, yes.
Had a talk with... Who was it? What time was it?
It was the Focus on Film Industry talk, managing your workflow. Look at the resources available to filmmakers in Sheffield. You see that on there.
Don't say his name, though, does it? But that guy was very
the name of the...
South Yorkshire Filmmakers Network.
Yes, if you are a filmmaker in and around the South Yorkshire area, we should probably join that.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, join that. Because the guy who was talking, they were talking about the new TV studio they've got set up and all this equipment and there's props and there's costumes and all kinds of resources available.
If you're structured and you know exactly what you want to do, and you've got a good idea, a good outlook, and you present yourself well, then you kind of made it sound like, if you're on zero budget or low budget, then he'll help you out. He'll lend you stuff free of charge and make your films look good, because he was talking a lot about the future of the industry and stuff like that. He's done loads himself.
Yeah, got a massive CV.
Yeah, stunt work as well. Which cool.
Stunt coordination. He'd done production design and stuff. Acted in stuff, I think he said.
He was a reload person for Call of Duty. Mocap for that.
Call of Duty 2.
Pretty cool. But yeah, it's pretty good talk. I was just listening to him thinking, fucking hell, what are we doing?
We need to make a film. We've wanted to for a long time.
And we've got stuff set out, we just need to get it out of our brain tubes and on some sort of permanent paper with a pen and stuff.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Write it down.
I need to finish storyboarding.
We'll just leave that. But no, very informative talk.
It was a very good talk. He's worked with Ridley Scott.
He has a lot. He worked on Gladiator, didn't he?
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
I felt like I was back at uni, just
I did, yeah.
I missed uni lectures, man.
I do like his very basic approach to stuff as well, because he was showing us pictures of his past projects and stuff, stuff that he's helped people out with, and he was going on boats on water a lot, weren't he?
Yeah,
and making that look good.
Yeah, seems to really like his water.
He had a very stripped back, raw way of doing stuff and making it look really fucking good, to be fair.
Oh yeah, professional grade, top tier shit.
Which is cool.
Yeah,
I like that. He's kind of beginning to giving back, I guess. Because he said that.
That's what he was like. It's I ain't got long left on this world.
Yeah. And he's like, I'll take my paychecks from BBC, mate. I don't care about being paid. So, want some free shit, guys? No, but really, really cool.
Yeah,
cool guy. And your mate Ed was.
He went and had a chat and stuff.
Networking, isn't he?
Ed is a filmmaker himself, of course.
Oh, we're gonna get him on our team.
We're gonna get him on our team, apparently. Okay.
He's gonna join the Wonder Hour family, if he likes it or not. We could build an empire.
We have to
take over the world.
We're the new Disney, the House of Pine.
And they were also talking about augmented reality shit.
Yeah, that was very...
Yeah. At first I was like, that's gimmicky. And then I was like, well, it worked well in the theatre. But it's just wearing that fucking headset for so long.
Right.
You know what I mean? That'd be... Fuck your brain up.
You can see through it, though.
Yeah.
It just adds things.
Weird.
Because you can still see in that.
Weird stuff.
Future. And apparently they're ahead of Disney in the terms of what they're doing and stuff at the minute. Yeah, stuff which is I'm always happy people are ahead of Disney.
He said 18 months ahead, didn't he? Fuck you, Disney. But yeah, and then we went back to the Pitch House, listened partially to the Deconstructing Playhouse Q&A.
Yes.
It was a production company, Playhouse?
No, Playhouse is it's the first feature film by a pair of filmmakers. I believe,
right.
Because they worked in shorts originally and stuff.
Yeah.
And now they went on and made a feature. And because we were just want a bit of a sit down.
Yeah.
So we were sort of chilling in
the bar area.
But you could still see and hear everything. I pounded another Red Bull.
But no, it was good to get that insight.
Yeah.
Of them two people. We could be doing that, mate. You know what I mean? But be better than that.
Yeah, better.
But then we got back to the viewing of the films.
Damn right.
The BFI Network Film Showcase.
This was also done last year, the BFI Showcase. It's where they show a bunch of films by young, aspiring filmmakers. I believe the age bracket is 16 to 19, I want to say. No, I'm not 100% on that, so don't quote me to that.
Bad Spells is the first one.
Weren't for me.
No. I don't want to be harsh,
I don't want to be harsh either.
But I can see what they were trying to do. be funny, and it weren't funny for me. But
It weren't my kind of humour,
no,
in the fact that it weren't funny.
maybe Grandad Dick would like it.
I don't mean.
No, that is harsh.
Yeah. It weren't funny.
It was about two battling wizards, and then they recognise that it's just like a dick swinging contest between two wizards,
It weren't funny.
and and then they try and fight each other at the end, and then realise they're best friends, and very very bad looking.
Well, I don't know if that was the intention.
I think it was a bit, but
Yeah. It's got to have been.
Not something you think you'd see on YouTube in 2005.
It weren't for me.
If YouTube was around in 2005.
It weren't for me.
Let's move on.
Because what they were trying to do is be funny, right? But,
Here we go.
but it weren't funny.
Uh-huh.
Because it was poorly written.
Yeah.
And acted. And directed.
Gives us hope, though.
It made me sad. All I'm saying is, if the BFI are helping these kind of people, they need to get their fucking priorities sorted.
Yeah, probably.
Because it were fucking shit.
Next one, though.
But I don't want to be harsh.
Next one, though. Next one was pretty. I liked.
Well, because of the prior one, I phased out, and I only came into this when I saw it VHS tape.
Yeah. Dissonance.
That's correct, sir.
Yeah. About a guy who's.
I got the vibe it was about a guy who was dying, right?
No, his girlfriend died.
But he had bloody
And then
nose.
this part you missed, weren't it? The first part.
Oh, yeah, the whole of it.
He goes to this company who put the VR headset on,
Right.
and then he relives his memories, basically.
Okay.
That's why he was putting tapes into the thing, because they were dates of what he remembered what he
Right.
did with his girlfriend.
Okay.
And then he goes, but he fills out this consent form at the start,
Mm.
and I think he's going into it thinking, oh, I'll just relive the happy moment, but he has to relive everything.
Ah.
And then I think that's why at the end, when he takes it off and he's fucked up and his nose bleeding because he's been through all the trauma of losing her again and stuff like that, and then his brain's ugh. But it was pretty cool. It was pretty.
It had some stop motion-y, papery animation in, right? I liked that.
That were to differentiate, that's a word, the different dates.
Right.
Because it started off as two people, which were them two, and then she started to crumble and go, and then it was just him on his own
Right.
and stuff like that. It was pretty cool, and it didn't have that much dialogue.
There was a few of them that didn't have too much dialogue, both in terms of the shorts and the features.
But I thought it was very, very pleasing visually.
I can't really offer that much in terms of the talk on this. Because
It's alright, mate.
because I didn't like the prior one.
And it
put me in a downer.
Yeah.
No, I don't care.
But this was the best out of the three. Let me go on to the last one. Rose tinted glasses. Not really sure what this was trying to do, to be honest.
Yeah, I came back. I came back for this one.
Thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
It looked like it was shot on a Nokia fucking brick phone.
I'm gonna say this again, right?
You don't want to be harsh, though.
I don't want to be harsh, but BFI needs some restructuring or something in terms of their business model. If these are the people that they're getting to be the future filmmakers of society.
I like how he had to cover up the takeaway pizza box with a big, massive label that just said pizza.
No one keeps a phone in a pizza box.
I know.
Firstly, that pissed me off.
Mm.
Secondly, why can't people ever wake up properly on camera?
I know. It's just horrible. And who sleeps in, there was no alcohol around. He was just sat there with a pizza box, he was fully dressed, shoes on and what. Who does that?
I mean, they have good intentions, and they don't want to upset me. But they do.
They do. It was there was an alarm sound. It was weird, weren't it?
I genuinely think my life would be better if I'd not seen this.
So he gets he gets these goggles in the
but
mail from a friend.
Firstly, we see
A news report.
an almost
isn't it?
like infomercially type weird thing. It had like a proper 90s advert vibe.
Yeah. It was like, I think it was supposed to be saying the world looked different through these goggles.
Yeah, it's trying.
But when he took the goggles off, the world weren't any different. Because with the name rose tinted glasses, it's obviously you know what's going on.
It's not subtle.
But it was just so he gets these goggles from his mate for his birthday, puts them on, goes outside, he's having a nice day and everything, and then he like takes them off, and there's an alarm, and then he's running, and then I don't know, it was fucking weird. And then he wakes up again, and then it just ends.
But he wakes up again, and this time he's already got the goggles.
Yeah, and they're on top of the pizza box.
Not inside, which is where I would keep my goggles.
Yeah, just weird.
Plus, one of them to be near my phone.
Yeah, which is in the pizza box.
Yeah.
Weird stuff, though, isn't it?
Yeah. It's safe to assume that it'll happen again next year. This section, and I will not view it.
Yeah, because we don't want to. Like, this isn't reflecting badly on the film festival itself.
No, it's a wonderful thing that they're doing this, sharing the young up and coming, filmmakers. It really is. But fuck me, pick better.
Dissonance were good though. I enjoyed it. You didn't watch it.
If that were first or last, I would have enjoyed it probably.
Yeah.
But it weren't. It had the death spot coming after that fucking spell thing, which genuinely upset me watching that. Like proper, it really aggravated me because they were trying to be so fucking funny, and it weren't.
Everyone knows them type of people, who try way too hard to be funny, and mixed in with like nerdy jokes and stuff, and it just makes you cringe at your soul. You know what I mean? But we don't want to be harsh, so let's move on. Now we're on to the one that I can't say. Quentin Tarantino's new.
Pas de deux.
Pas de deux.
Pas de deux.
Pas de deux. What does it mean?
It means pas de deux.
I don't know Google. It's French for pas de deux. It means a dance for two people, typically a man and a woman.
Oh, that's cool.
I feel like that's a very long explanation for that small.
Yeah, but foreign languages and stuff.
Right, step for two, essentially. So dance. Nice.
This one was quite upsetting.
Yeah.
It's very minimalistic.
It was just feet, a story told through images of feet. Not in a weird fetishistic manner.
No. Feet of this couple in different stages of their life.
Was it the same people?
Yeah. So it took you through the journey of them meeting.
And then when the swan appeared, I got well confused though.
There was a swan. There were multiple swans actually.
Yeah, I was like, because that made me think they weren't the same people. And I don't know why.
No, it weren't.
Because the swan just threw me.
Because the dance, the step, was their life.
I really liked it though.
It was cute. It upset me.
No, it was cute, but
depressing.
Harrowing.
Yeah.
It was like up the first 10 minutes, but feet.
Yeah.
So down. It was down. And there was a swan.
It was good though. I enjoyed it.
No, I really enjoyed it. I would happily watch that.
It's a unique outlook on storytelling.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Because there's not much out there that's not being done. And I'm assuming there will be feed things, out there. But I really liked it. I liked it when they were dancing, the lady, I'm assuming, they look like lady feet. When she was dancing in the mud in the forest, after she took her wellies off. There was the swan.
I got that the woman got ill but then recovered because she was like learning to walk again. And then her partner died. And then she was left on her own. Maybe.
Why was the swan there? And not just swan feet.
It was weird seeing eyes, weren't it? Seeing all these legs and feet, and then you see eyes of a swan.
Fucking swan, man.
Were there any feet in that shot, or was it just swan?
Of the swan?
Yeah.
No, we saw one swan foot.
No, I mean of the humans.
No, they're just swan.
Just swan.
a swan there. just confusing the shit out.
Odd.
I don't know what.
Odd.
I don't know why the swan was there. I really like the film though, but there was a swan.
Cool
Does the
stuff.
swan symbolise? What does it symbolise? Why would it be in there if it doesn't symbolise anything? I don't like it now. I've thrashed my head. There's a swan.
Should we move on?
That swan is going to fucking play with my mind for the next, I imagine, 6 to 8 years. That's the timeline.
3.
Oh yeah, I remember
Wait.
what this. It was the caravan one.
One
There
where
was-
I just shouted caravan.
It was the one where there was the little girl and I just kept saying stuff that was on the screen to you in your ear.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She's climbing on a chair now. Teddy bear.
It's probably best that you did that because it's.
I don't remember much of this other than the things I said to you.
It was just about like a poor girl aspiring to be a singer, maybe.
I don't know. Were they like nomads? I don't know.
I think so. And then she puts the teddy bear in the chair as like an audience and uses the table as a stage when it ends.
Yeah, this one sort of passed me by because I genuinely think I was thinking about that swan.
Another well, not silent, but dialogueless.
Because that swan just twisting my melon.
I mean, you were just saying stuff in my ear and it ended. All right, sure. But yeah, it was nice looking, I guess.
No, yeah.
And then this is my favourite. Anyway, from Corvino. Let's go with that. From Corvino. This was the one about the little girl.
Oh yeah.
A little Russian girl, maybe.
But the names looked Russian in the credits.
Yeah. Just walking home, weren't she?
She was a band.
Yeah. And then a father who has been divorced, failing dad, comes up and he's like, "Oh, I've got you a present. It's this dog."
Because it's a birthday, maybe?
I think so. Or he's just trying to be a good dad, maybe.
Yeah, buying a fucking love. Weird dog.
Literally. Maybe not buying.
My dad.
And then little kid's like, "Oh, mum's allergic to dogs," and she'll.
Stepdad's name, who I can't remember, will give me a lecture again.
Yeah. And he's like, "Oh, well, you can come and have the dog at mine. It's fine. Whenever I see you, we can take it for walks and stuff." And then they name the dog, don't they?
What was the
What's
name?
the
The
name?
Gregorich? Something.
Gregorich, yeah.
Something like that.
Good memory. And then.
I can remember the dog's name, but not Dom's friend's name.
Not going to comment on that.
Comment on it.
And then the couple comes up and just like shouts the dog's name and it runs to them and he's like, "Oh, the dad's stolen the dog."
What a...
It made me chuckle.
Oh, I laughed.
Because it was really heartfelt and then it like, "No, he's a scumbag."
Yeah.
That's great. And then he just like
I
does
liked
a little run off.
Hey, stop. Whoa.
Bye, kid. I'm going into
While the child's crying.
Yeah. It was fun.
I enjoyed the end of it. The
Probably
rest of
the
it,
funniest.
the rest of it I couldn't give a toss about,
No.
but I like the end.
Funniest shot, just for that.
No, I
Mate.
liked his run.
Yeah.
It really
Go on.
amused me.
Ooh, shit. Run quick. Like when he got run. Like a fast walk. Bless him.
An old man stumble.
Stumble. And then we get on to the feature of this chunk, this section,
This is the only film I made notes on my phone.
Fornicis. Fornicis?
I think it's Fornacy.
Fornici. French.
Very.
Art house.
Very.
Shit.
Oh, very.
Long.
Not long, just
It
slow.
felt
No, it
long.
felt like I was watching it with sludge in my eyes. Not because it weren't a pretty film, because it were, but because it seemed to be that meandering.
Yeah, chapters.
Oh God, just like
And some of the chapters were about 10 seconds long.
there were a lot of things where when they popped up on screen, I just made a
Everyone was
noise.
sighing, weren't they?
I just made noises. Because there's a running joke that amongst us that I'm this art housey fanboy.
I think it's just Grandad Dick that
Yeah.
brings that up. I'd love to make him watch that film.
Oh no, you'd love it.
Proper.
And I fucking hated it. Even the tits couldn't pull it back for me.
Because they were like grainy.
They were there for a little bit.
Yeah, true. Should we talk about it then?
Yeah, I guess we got to. I'll get my notes up, my 4 notes.
Lesbian couple. One of the women sadly died. It's a weird film, isn't it? Starts off in like a forest, doesn't it?
It's his home.
And she's running away, and then we figure out, oh, she's running away from
The grief.
the grief, which is represented as her lost lover, let's say. It were all about grief.
I think we got that. The
Mm,
fact that she was carrying an urn around.
yeah, and the grief and the depression was kind of physically represented on her body as this weird fucking.
Was that the grief? I thought she just had a disease.
I think that was the grief.
Thought she was just
Maybe.
a fucking scruffy cunt. Needed a good wash.
I think that was like the depression because it was growing all over her body and stuff. Ultimately.
Takes it.
But yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's
I
just
don't mind weird, right? I actively like weird.
I need like
I
a
love
few beats of not weird though.
I love experimental cinema, right? I love weird shit, right? But this is just obtuse for the sake of being obtuse.
Yeah.
I like obtuse when there's still substance and subtext, you know, and at least a hint of narrative or just any semblance of storytelling.
There was a little bit in there.
Yeah,
which
no,
was-
yeah. It could have been a 5-minute short.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I would have been perfectly fine with that. Instead, I had to watch this for 90 minutes through the eye treacle.
Yeah. There is an old man though.
Do you want me to tell you my notes?
Yeah,
These
because
are.
she goes from the forest to the. Well, she has a little bit of a drive.
Do you want me
doesn't she?
pros or cons first? There's more pros than cons.
There's more pros.
Of course, I only wrote the pros down.
Nice. Go on then. Pros.
Pretty but bullshit, because that's on the cusp of, you know.
Some of it were pretty. Some of it were just fucking.
There's a gay couple that were making out when she first enters the pub, which is called the name of the film.
Oh yeah.
And I liked his moustache.
He did have a good moustache.
Old man.
There was an old man.
He had a stripy top on.
Yeah, and a cap and a neckerchief.
And I wrote tits.
I was waiting so long for these tits.
The
But you
trailer,
said-
the trailer is full of tits. Watch the trailer. You'll be like, that's not what I watched.
So yeah, she goes to his bar, meets a guy.
Mechanic.
Yeah,
Weird, isn't it?
and she kind of rebounds her grief onto him through the sexual act of sex. Maybe
Very sick.
weird.
I
You
like,
you don't actually see him.
I like it when
Fuck
a
her.
fanny's fucking full of gloopy, fluidy shit.
Yeah.
Why's there frogs on her back?
I don't know, mate.
I went, you know, when I went and took that piss in my head,
Mhm.
I asked him if he'd just watched that film, and they were like, yeah, and then we just talked about them frogs for like 5 minutes.
Nice.
Because he didn't have a fucking clue either.
Everyone just said it's about grief, which is right. Someone said it's about vampires. Don't know whether that's
Who said that?
Ed's woman. Yeah. She said maybe it's about vampires, and I'm like,
Women. You've got to let them have these thoughts, you know,
mm.
so they don't try and get jobs.
But yeah, it was just very pretentious. There was a lot of upside down fucking camera angles, which were always fucking annoying. And some weird, it's like the camera were trying to move through the space with the characters, but it just didn't work.
I liked it when them kids appeared.
Yeah, and then kids appear. So yeah, she goes and has sex with this guy, and then she's like, no, I still love the woman. And then she goes and pours petrol on herself, and that goes nowhere. So then she goes to a church and tries to summon the spirit of the woman, and then she does, and then she remembers some kids who find her in this church.
Yeah,
and
they-
she tries
no.
to grab one of the kids or
The
something.
kids, we just get like a full 5 minutes of him playing in a fucking lake and on some trees.
Yeah.
And that little bastard shouldn't be wearing wellies if he's not going to use them correctly.
Yeah.
That deeply upset me.
That whole bit was the most confusing part.
Because he doesn't know how to use wellies.
Just because why?
No, because he doesn't know how to use wellies.
He saw his first pair of tits,
He
so
did.
bless him. When
Weird.
it ends with her just like laying on a grainy,
She's like in a slag pile type.
it's representing,
And then,
the full dive into.
well, there's minimal dialogue in this.
It's just like saying Frida over and over again.
I am sand in the hand and
Yeah.
I am the mineral takes me over and all that shit.
So yeah, weren't fun. And seemed like it went on for ages.
I genuinely hated every time a new chapter came.
Yeah.
And as I said then, I almost started drinking because of this film.
So yeah, that was not fun.
I wanted to stand up and applaud and cheer when it finished.
Yeah. And then we got on to a final section that we stayed for because we left a bit early. My Dear Quarantine was the first.
The only animation there was quite a few animated films there last year, which I was fond of many of them.
Yeah.
And I was fond of this one.
Well, stop motion-y
puppety type.
It looked very nice.
So
creepy.
No, the eyes like scared me a bit. Yeah.
But then it was cute.
Yeah, it was about a lad in quarantine.
Yeah. Just going through, like, seemed like he was working from home kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then, looking out his window, just like, oh, life's shit in quarantine. And then reindeer on a park. Don't see that every day, do you?
I do have some qualms with this reindeer. How was he spinning himself on the little
I
merry-go-round?
know, I was thinking that the whole time. Because it
his arm
showed his arm, like, grab hold of a metal thing and do that, but that wouldn't do it. I did see his feet go a little bit.
Yeah, but his feet weren't touching the ground.
Yeah, I know. That's what I thought.
I really liked this shot, but that
it
bugged me a
as
bit.
well.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, don't say anything.
Really sweet shot, though.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
And then he sees a woman
who's also watching the deer, and then the deer's like flirting with her, I think.
I think he was like smiling at her kind of thing. I don't think the deer was
No, he
trying
was.
to get some.
He was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because with that skill that he's got,
that is true.
he could have any woman.
I think they should have just like started jerking off to each other.
All three.
Yeah.
All three. Right.
But yeah, it was short and sweet, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a sweet one.
How did he spin?
Might reach out to the filmmaker to see.
And then the last short of the night that we got to see, A Fist Full of Coins.
An Italian film.
Little funny.
Funny.
Supposed to be. Dark humour, wasn't it?
Bad humour.
Old woman goes into a shop, murders a lot of people.
Old woman was walking down the street with her grandchild. Look at a lollipop. The big lollipop.
It was a big lollipop. And then they go into the shop.
No.
What happened?
She goes into the shop.
Yeah, and he stands outside
She
looking
sees
at
the
the
shop and there's a guy fucking fingering a fish. And another guy and this guy and stuff. And then she whips out a shotty.
Shotty boom botty. Skapa! Skapa! Looked like an earth gun, didn't it? Shoots everyone. Apart from the clerk. And then she leaves money for the... don't know what for.
Just puts the money down.
Yeah.
And she goes out and then... I'm assuming that's where the humour was meant to lie.
People were laughing.
Yeah, I don't know why though.
Some murder, I think.
No, murder's funny. I like that.
But
the joke didn't land because it don't mean anything.
Yeah.
I liked the animated one though.
Yeah. Because he introduced her as like a tongue-in-cheek action
it's a
short.
tongue-in-cheek action short. And I'm like,
That sounds good.
I'm there for that.
Yeah.
I
And
thought,
then it was
and it's called A Fistful of
coins.
Coins. I'm like, oh, we're going to get a spaghetti western type thing. No, we got that piece of dross.
Dross. Yep. And then we got the last feature that we saw. We only missed one feature.
We missed the documentary.
Oh yeah.
The world's best film. Because that's when we went to that place to get some Greek food.
Yeah. But last feature that we saw, Infection. They tried to show us at the first
and the second.
Obviously, with the second, I can understand them not wanting to show it because you can just easily screen record, and then you got film forever, haven't you? Venezuelan
zombie film. Venezuela's first zombie film.
It was good. It was really good. It had that real sense of desperateness and
desperation.
It was kind of like realistic in the way that the characters thought about things, and
in some respects.
I think the main character was
The main
pretty.
For most of it, yeah.
Yeah, it did make some silly decisions, but I think because in zombie films you always get people who just like can pop off millions of zombies with no repercussions, and he didn't really. He was quite good. I liked it because it was grounded in its sense of how strong are these people. But yeah, it was just they were nice.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil this for anyone because it was really, really good. But essentially, a zombie breaks out. This guy's a doctor, but prior to or just as it's happening, his son goes to stay with his grandparents for like a week.
Yeah.
And it's about that and him trying to sort of get there while all this, apocalypse is happening. There's like little side bits here and there about trying to find a cure and whatnot, and other characters in and out and stuff.
It's got some lovely locations as well. It's a very nice looking film.
I was reading about the
150 grand.
Yeah,
budget.
150k. Yeah, fuck all.
Yeah, it's good. I can understand why they've tried to keep it not being online kind of thing, if you get what I mean. And why didn't we show it at the first?
Because they showed it at a different festival.
Yeah, but no, it's cool that the organizer of this one wanted it so bad that he put in 2 years after initially releasing, which is pretty cool. And yeah, hopefully we can get it somewhere. It's annoying because we've not talked a lot about it, but I don't want to.
Yeah, I highly recommend trying to. I'm sure there'll be a way to view this. It might be on DVD or somewhere, hopefully.
It's a good zombie film, and that's saying a lot.
There's a lot. There's a lot
in recent years.
That's true.
But yeah, I mean, that was what we caught this year. There was a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, there was more talks and stuff, and they showed a past feature, a classic feature in the other place, the social
Greenfield. That's what it's called, apparently.
Nice.
And then they showed a bunch of shorts as well, didn't they?
They're the shorts that are made by the South Yorkshire Filmmakers Network.
Oh, nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've got to say, I enjoyed. Should we say what we enjoyed the most out of this year? Then?
Shall we do a top three?
Yeah.
Third being the worst, and then not the worst, obviously, but and then one being a favourite. Yeah.
My best three, worst to best. Let's go. Forgot about that.
What?
This is harder than I thought it would be.
There was some good stuff.
I'm going to say Dissonance.
Nice.
South African Spook Hunter. And then my favourite was Infection.
My third was South African Spook Hunter, and then it was My Dear Quarantine, and then Infection.
Gotta be on it.
It was top notch.
It'd be cool to get your friends' top three as well. That'd be cool.
I'll send them a message.
And the man of the hour that was there, everyone's favourite director.
Me and my boy Fausty.
Fausty was there.
We finally met.
Face to face. Didn't know
You know who I was?
Yeah, he did know who
He was like, Mr. Pineapple.
They were like, who are you? I was like, just shake his hand. Fucking come. No, it's top lad, isn't it?
Yeah. Had a nice little chat.
Mm.
Really likes the venue.
Yeah, it's a cool place. I think last year had a better quantity of good stuff, if that makes sense. Infection's really good though, and I really did enjoy South African Spook Hunt. But yeah, obviously we had Exit last year.
And I loved that.
Midnight Run was my favourite.
I didn't get to see that, and I want to, but I don't know if it's available anywhere online to watch.
I think it is. I think I found it.
I'll have to.
It's good shit.
I'll catch it because you were
raving
about that one. But I feel like the short selection was better last year.
Yeah.
But that's not to take away from a good chunk of these ones because there was some top-notch stuff.
And we did miss all that.
Yeah, we did.
So.
obviously, the online one last year, it was easier to sort of
Catch everything.
cherry pick what
So
we
no-
wanted to watch.
Was there a schedule?
There was a schedule, but
Because it was limited for so many hours,
Yeah.
weren't it? But then again, it isn't like you have to be in two places at once kind of thing. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I did suggest on our ride home that if they put the maybe just like the big chunk of the shorts maybe on their website for people who paid to go, so we could catch
Yeah.
everything kind of thing. That'd be a pretty cool idea. But otherwise, like, not loads of people there, I don't think. Which is a bit annoying. No, it's good.
Cracking festival. You should attend.
Good festival. Obviously, people are probably still a bit, ooh, COVID, but we're gonna just try and plug it in as we can.
I mean, because of us, there was 6 people who didn't attend last year that were there at this one and stuff. Hopefully, we can make it more next year. Because I get the feeling that they would all attend again.
Yeah.
So
Ed would, because he's a networking god, apparently.
yeah.
But no, it was a nice little festival.
Yeah, it was a chill vibe. Just
For our first one as well, actually being there in person.
yeah,
Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff.
I'm thoroughly enjoyable. I'm knackered now,
Yeah, same.
and it's a shame we couldn't stay for the last one just because it's been such a hectic.
It's,
Like,
man, this month, not good.
And my upcoming next 3 weeks are all stacked.
I think this rest of this year is just going to be shit.
But we're back on the podcast now. We had that little break.
Yeah.
Because it would have been tough to record there.
Definitely.
But the things I've got coming up now are easier to work around than stag do's and weddings. So, yeah, thoroughly enjoyable festival.
Indeed. Is that the end? It was cool that we had a rating.
Oh yeah,
system
there's
as well.
yeah. I think we could have rated them last year online, but
We're still
we just didn't know.
fair enough.
So yeah, after every little block, they put out some paper with the film titles, rate them out of 5, and I think they at the end of the festival, or in the coming days after, they put out which one was voted the highest and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Indeed. Shall we finish it? Well, we'll be back next week.
We will. Full boys.
Full boys.
Next week.
Full podcast. And
We have gone for 69 minutes, so that's funny.
That
That's
is.
a funny number, that.
Yeah. Fuck you, scene. Stay fresh.
Stay fresh.
Take a ride on some little pony. Come stick around on some little pony. Please stick around on some little pony with Mr. Pineapple. Oh yeah, it's Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour.